right, pretty good. Your setup's pretty good.
Okay.
Well balanced. Take it up to the top in a pretty decent way.
Right. It's
but I'd love
my.
to see it higher.
Okay.
Like we gotta get your glove at least to the top of your hat today.
Okay.
So big high backswing is the first piece.
Yeah.
But because it's short and you're trying to create speed from there, you end up staying on your back foot for too long.
Okay.
Notice how your back foot's flat on the ground.
Yeah.
The knees bent, so you're holding a bunch of weight there.
Okay.
So as this comes through, we get the elbow coming out, so the grip's kind of getting close to you.
Okay.
And all of that stuff is symptoms of you being too much on your back foot.
Okay.
So all the stuff that I want to talk about today is how high can we take your backswing?
Okay.
And then how far forward can I get you through your swing?
Okay.
Okay. A little warmer out now. So in the backswing part, like I said, your setup's pretty good. I'd love to see if we can try and find a way to get this to turn a little more so that this can lift a little more, right? The goal is to get the glove as high above your hat as you can. All right, and when that happens, all that's going to do is give you more distance to get back to the ball. The more distance we have, the faster you can hit it. But you also can start to hit the ground a little bit. Okay. See those holes?
Yeah.
We're going to make holes today.
Right.
So higher this goes, the more this can come down and smash into the ground. Now, if I stay on my back foot, there's a good chance I'm going to smash into the ground too far behind the ball. If I get to my front foot too soon, now I kind of go over the ball. Now I hit the ground too far this way. So we're kind of in a fine line here of trying to hit the ground, but also getting you forward. And if you stand right here, you can kind of see what I mean by this. If I have, like, just imagine this line right here, and that's where my foot is. I want to try and make sure that my right knee and my right hip and my right shoulder get to that line. It's not so much rotation as it is just push that forward. So by trying to get the hands higher, and then from here, get the right side to push forward, not only are we going to get more speed, but we're going to start to get the club to thump into that ground better. Higher, forward. Okay? In your finish position, you should feel as though that not only have you got all your weight off your back foot, but that you standing tall facing the target. And we want to get there almost in a timing piece before the arms and club get there. But we noticed in your video that when you came down, because it was short, trying to create speed, you got stuck on your back foot. The club came around like this, so it came really close to you. The more that we can get forward and tall, I can start getting my arms longer and wider out here. And that's a sign that we've released it at the right time and extended this way. Okay? So priority number 1, hands higher. Priority number 2, get off that back foot so there's no more weight. And then number 3 is how tall and length and like long can you get today? Okay? 3 pretty simple things. And I don't expect you to be able to do all 3 all at once right now. So, you know.
You know what? I'm very well aware of my abilities, and if nothing else is humbling, is this sport. So absolutely, I do not expect.
And the odd chirp coming from over here too.
No, that's not humbling anymore. That's just like the sound of it. I'm just used to it.
I love it.
It's been like 8 years.
I love it.
I was gonna say it's been a long time. You can always roar.
Oh yeah, seriously. So we're gonna go 5 golf balls working on hands high. 5 golf balls feeling as though that you can get off this back foot that's pushing the leg forward. If you want to feel like you're doing some type of dance and kick it forward, I'm totally cool with it. Just need to get it off. And then 5 balls over here, standing tall in your finish. And we'll just cycle through our plan. Okay.
Drive into that.
I didn't see it yesterday.
It was on Friday.
I've only caught some very small highlights of the Open so far.
378 par 4, and he probably came up like 15, 20 yards short, but he got caught in like the U.S. Open, like giant right beside a bunker where he had to stand in the bunker. He had to swing like that, and he obviously went nowhere.
Yeah.
Risk reward.
But he's still up there near the lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so show me a backswing. Just take it up to the top as high as you can get your hands. Terrific. We'll take that today.
where he had to swing like. Yeah, he did. That was one of the more impressive double bogeys I've ever seen.
Okay, practice swing, take it up to the top. Okay, cool.
I think part of the reason why I keep it lower is I feel like when I'm coming down up there, I just end up missing.
Don't have control. Okay.
I think that's probably why I just like that.
So let's do something here. So slowly swing it back to me. We're going to break down the backswing a little bit. Okay, so first things first, I want that right wrist to bend back as much as it can. And now take your hands high without straightening that wrist out. So at the top of your swing, you're going to feel like you're a waiter holding like a tray of drinks with that hand. So we can start back at setup again. So we're going to bend the right wrist early and then hands go really high. Yeah, that's your move.
Okay. Possibly.
We need one injured person in the family, not both. Are you gonna come and like help out?
Yeah, you look too far.
You sound like my husband.
What?
You live too far. I can't come.
What do you think about this?
It's okay.
Not bad. Okay. So when it comes to getting into the finish, right, getting into off the back foot and into the finish, the one thing that avoids us from hitting the ground is if I take it back like this and I try and swing my arms past the ball, I want to feel as though that my arms only go down to the ground. They go down to the ground. And if I get my arms down to the ground and then stand toward the target, that's what makes them go through. But if we're using arm power to swing the club all the way to here, that's why it misses the ground. So if I isolate what my arms do in the swing, it's up and down. So if I go up and I turn my body, and I go down and I turn my body, that's what puts it down there. So it's much more like chopping wood, right? But if I went like this and I chopped wood without turning, I'd never get to the ball. But if I chopped wood and turned, that puts the club on the golf ball. And as I keep turning and standing, it makes the club go over here. Rather than me use my arms kind of like that floss stance thing, that's not what we're trying to do. So if we go bend the wrist, lift it up, smash it into the ground as you start turning forward, that's our plan. Okay, so you're not going to use your arms in this direction at all. The arm speed is only here, down. Yeah, good. Cool. Good. That's it. And so our speed comes from like chopping wood. Speed comes from lifting the arms up and chopping them straight down. But then as long as you feel like you've turned toward the target, the club actually has the appearance of swinging through.
Right.
Awesome. That was really well done. Hit that shot. Same plan, same idea. Little higher up to chop down more.
It's harder than it is when you make it harder than that.
One more time. Hold your finish on this next one. I like all the pieces you're going through right now. It's good. So bend, lift. Too bad. So the two ways I found that we can make the fastest change is you either scared of hurting yourself or scared of hurting someone else. So if I stood right here, how do you turn your body to the target but don't swing your arms and club into me? So imagine I'm standing there. There you go. Good.
We're legit have been walking while talking about it. And it works.
More down to the ground, less forward.
Oh.
Okay, not too bad.
You need
But
to
we
watch
can
it.
almost think that the club's going to stay in the hole today. Stay in the divot. Don't swing it past or
His
through.
job.
Just straight down into the
Stealing
ground.
his job.
I try to be nice to Ashley.
I know, I'm just saying. They told me last time it was his job to do it. We also felt bad. We went to go get our own. Okay, I felt bad. Jeff and I were going to go. Here for I'm like,
Did
okay.
you guys do?
Okay.
Jeff and I? No, we were here.
That's what I'm saying. You guys did this.
Yeah, okay.
Hit big swing all the way to the top. That's it. Well done. Well done. So all the way to the top and straight down into the ground, not toward the target. Yeah, that was different. Way to go. So when you get comfortable with this bending of the wrist, which is going to help the club hit the ground, taking that to the top really high and putting it into the ground, then we'll start talking about when and some checklists on how to turn. But for now, just like put the pieces together the best you can. And we've got all the time in the world this morning. Cool. And any big chunks out of the ground are a bonus today. Nice. Okay, so great divot, but just a little bit before the line.
Yeah.
Typically that means either that the backswing got too short or your weight was on your back foot, or like we said earlier, a combo of both. So one more time, crank it up to the top, hold it up there. Now slide your weight in front of the line. Now let the club come down. A little more of the backswing I showed you. Yep. There you go. Great job. Yes. Yeah. What's the word that you could use to describe that? More what?
almost like a base is more open there.
Whatever.
Flat.
Okay, flat. All right. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm not strong enough anymore. Okay, so if we put this right here on the line, same idea. Smash the club into the line.
Don't forget there's a Gatorade in my bag. Whenever you want it, grab it.
Yeah!
I'm okay.
That was awesome. So a couple more practice swings before we hit a ball. Just trying to feel like you can get the club to hit the ground where you want it to. And I think you know the recipe to fix if the club hits the ground too soon. Good job. I love that speed. I just want to find a way to hit the ball with that speed. Yeah, that's the difference. Twist down, lift it high, and then turn.
Yeah, because I find when I'm trying to get higher, I'm popping like and go
Yeah.
to the top.
So I would say that when you're going higher, you're also trying to create speed all the way past the ball. And I only want the speed down into the ball.
Sorry, you looked at the jump down.
Like no one uses that word.
Twist all the way high into the ground. Decent. So I'd say like 10 more balls doing this, and then let's get this out and start hitting it far.